Hello everyone and welcome back to the County Choirs Football Manager 2015 West Ham YouTube series. And those of you who watched the last episode will know that we did absolutely fucking phenomenal. Pardon my language, but the only way to emphasise how well we did was with a good F word before it. And now we have a real big test. We're playing against Man United away. But I do come with some good news. Back to full fitness is Big Andy Carroll. Big Andy Carroll. He's back to full fitness and ready to play for us. So, he could be making his first appearance of the season at Manchester United, which will be very, very welcome, I can assure you. Obviously, striker is where I think we're a little bit light, obviously with quality and the amount of options that we've got. Having him back will boost us big time. So, without further ado, West Ham United away to Manchester United. Here we go. Okay then guys, and here we are. This is our team to play against Manchester United away. You see Man United have got a pretty strong team out. They've signed Jan Vertonghen and well they didn't make any other signings, but then the fact is their weak point in real life is their defence. The fact that they got the likes of Van Persie on the bench just basically says how good they are up front as well. So hopefully our tactics can come in good, and having Andy Carroll will give us a bit of a boost. Obviously having Alex Song is major for us in the central midfield, and Jenkinson back on Jenkinson on the right of midfield, on the right of defence, is going to be a good thing for us today. We're at pretty much complete full strength here. Guagua, Reed, Cresswell, Adrian in goal. Yeah, we're looking pretty sweet, guys. So if we're going to stand much of a chance, to ever beat Man United at Old Trafford, today will probably be our best chance considering the options that we've been given. So without further ado, let's crack on. Well, we've gone in half time 0-0. I guess you can say so far so good, really. Except it has been all Man United as you'd expect. But well, if you look at the ratings, we're not playing overly bad as our forwards and are really holding the ball up that well. Maybe Andy Carroll needs a bit of time to get himself back into the swing of things. I don't know, but well, you never know. Second half might be a different story. Maybe Zarate might see a bit more of the ball. We all know what he can do when he gets a bit of ball time. So let's see what we can do second half then, guys. And joy and behold, oh my God, we're winning 1-0. We're winning at Old Trafford. It's not so much of a big ask these days, but then in these games they still are right at Manchester United's ass. But Jenkinson, what a ball that is. Valencia, what a touch. Completely caught the Man United defence off guard there. Carrick was off the pitch at the time as well with some sort of injury. But anyway, we're winning 1-0. Come on! And they've equalised, and it's the cheating guy Ashley Young who scored it. Of all the people who score for them, so at least be an honest footballer. They worked it well when he turned and shot. Could have closed it down a little bit easier, but no, unfortunately it's 1-1, guys. And there it is, guys. We've managed to get a 1-1 draw at Old Trafford. And then with Man United, with the players that they've got at their disposal, they've got Vertonghen thrown into the mix there. Obviously with the likes of Di Maria and Mata, and obviously with the statistical side of this game, they're going to see them as a massive team. So for us to get a 1-1 draw there was great, but it's a bit unfortunate that we didn't get the best out of our two main strikers. But then at the same time, we got a goal from Valencia and a good performance, but we did miss some glorious chances. Valencia had some glorious chances, and so did Downing had a glorious chance. And we could have won that game by a couple of goals in the end, but Man United had a lot of chances, as we'll go on to the analysis. Everyone should be proud. They should be. We come away with a point from Old Trafford, Anyone who comes away from with a point from Old Trafford should be proud. Yeah, you can see they had their chances. We had our chances, but 55% of the possession, so we're good at keeping the ball, so it's great. So yeah, 1-1 at Old Trafford. We're in 7th, but then obviously our poor form earlier in the season has contributed to us being that low, considering how well we've done of late. But we're definitely on the climb at the moment. We beat Chelsea. We only lost to Tottenham because of the the red card. Arsenal we managed to get a draw with. So yeah, I can't. We've won at Anfield as well. So hopefully we'll have a few easier games to play now coming up, and we'll get a few more points, and we'll see ourselves rising up into those places up there. Anyway, on to the next game. I think we've got Swansea at home, and it's in 2 days' time. This was the Boxing Day game, and then it's the 28th on the Saturday. We're taking on Swansea, so let's hope for 3 points in that one. Okay guys, this is the team that I picked for this game. You'll notice Song's not on. That's a fitness thing, purely fitness thing. Same with Carroll and Guagua. I want to put O'Brien back into the team. Cresswell's fitness wasn't good enough to get him even on the bench. Not Cresswell, Jenkinson's wasn't even good enough to get him on the bench. So we've still gone with a strong team, a team that should hopefully do well in this game. So fingers crossed then, guys. Let's see how we get on. And there is the opening goal, and it's for us, and it's Serrati. He put his disappointing performance at Old Trafford behind him, and he's opened us up with a goal. Some good play with Valencia, who got the assist in the end. Got himself through, and he was always going to score that, wasn't he? 1-0, and we're looking at ending the year on a bit of a high. And it's a red card for Angel Rangel. The Denver 10 men, he took Stuart Downing off at 8, who was the last man. Let's have a look, see if anything comes from the free kick before we go back to just showing goals. Anything going to come? Sod it. I'm sure something will come from it, but then isn't it just never going to happen? Wait there. Ooh, 1-8. Here we go, 1-0, and they're Denver 10 men. Okay then guys, it's 1-0. It's not been the prettiest of games, but obviously we got the lead, which is good. Obviously they've had their chances and haven't taken them. We've had chances and taken one of ours. They're down to 10 men, so it's looking positive. It's looking like it could well be our day. So let's see how the second half fares for us. And this was an absolutely superb goal. We actually had Olays as the passing. This is absolutely phenomenal, guys. I mean, there was just all this passing was just happening from all over the place, and look at that, he just finds Dane in. What a lovely ball over. Sacco getting his head to it first. A brilliant finish, 2-0. And there's the third, and it's Serrati's second of the game, 18th of the season, and another perfectly well worked goal. I mean, the passing is phenomenal from our team. And this is just a mere taster of it. Just into Serrati, just finds that bit of space, finds the bottom corner. What a great finish. And then we have a 3-0 lead now. And there it is, guys, 3-0. What a great win. Swansea are a good team, and I say they started the better, but we finished the better. And I think Angel Rangel's red card cost them a bit in this match, but we already had the lead at that point. Usually when we get the lead, well, look at that. Pretty much says it all, doesn't it? I mean, that couldn't have just been from the red card. We had to have been doing well before that. So halfway through the Premier League, 31 points. So a projection of 62 points is basically, top 8. Easily top 8, possibly even top 6, 62 points. But if you think about it, we've been in we had a real bad spell of form. We're in really good form, so I'd imagine we'll do better in the second half of the season than we did in the first. So what I'm going to say, guys, is we are looking pretty damn good, and it's a good end to 2014 for our team. So let's press on. We'll see who we got next. We'll see how many games we can fit into this episode. Alright then, guys, we have our next game, which is against Everton at home. Everton are currently sitting in second place and doing phenomenally in the Premier League right now. We are currently sat in 5th place, also now starting to do phenomenally in the English Premier League. And now we're at home. I would fancy us against Everton at home, but at the same time, it's still Everton. When you look at the players they got there, the likes of Morales, Lukaku, Jagielka, Distan, Tim Howard in goal, Leighton Baines, Atsu. They have a phenomenal team there, but I have more than enough confidence in our team and our ability and our tactics. So let's kick this game on and let's see how we get on. Okay then, guys, it's 0-0 at half time. It's been us mainly. We've been the better team. We've had Andy Carroll thunder the ball from range onto the bar. We've had a disallowed goal at Guagua catching it on the volley, but he was in an offside position, and Andy Carroll also had a chance from an angle which the keeper managed to miraculously touch away. But as you can see, Mauro Zarate's picked up a knock. I think it's best not to risk him. Bring Sakho on for the second half. That's basically what we're going to do. So let's kick the second half off. It's looking good on our part. Let's hope we don't let it slip. All Everton have had is a fizzed shot from Lukaku over the bar. That I know that we've seen. So they haven't had a lot. It's been mainly us. If we go out there with that, hopefully we can come away with the 3 points. Okay guys, it's full time 0-0. I can't really say an awful lot about the game except that Sakho missed an absolutely glorious opportunity after being fed through. It was one of those, he was in, goalkeeper was on his line, it happened all that quickly. All he had to do was put it one side of the keeper, he hit it right at him and it bounced away. We had another disallowed goal from Downing. Carroll went off injured, he picked up a knock, he was down on 57%, he wasn't going back up, so we had to take him off. And Valencia wasn't playing his best, took him off to see if Amalfitano, yeah, that's him, to see if he could come on and actually do something. Not a lot really, but 0-0 against Everton is not a bad result. So if I take us through here, we'll see where that leaves us in the Premier League. See, we were the better team. If anyone was going to win it, it should have been us. We should have won it looking at that. Unfortunate that we were firing blanks in this game. But it leaves us in 7th. But to be honest with you, I can see us finishing in that top 7 now. Unless Liverpool or Southampton have a big boom. Who else is down there, sitting down there? Obviously, we can't see past ones. There's no one of importance down there anyway, I'd imagine. So, yeah, we will be in the top 7 as far as I'm concerned by the end of the season. Even the top 8. But then I can't see Liverpool coming and catching us up now, because we're just doing too well at the moment. The only games we're dropping points, in is like Tottenham and Everton are the only teams we've dropped points against, and Man United in like the last 10 games. So we are doing really well. Anyway, on to the next now then, guys. We'll see who we got next. I'll see you at the team selection screen for that game. Okay guys, our next game is an FA Cup tie. We're playing against Crawley. Crawley at home, FA Cup third round. As you can see, I've got a bit of a swapped around squad. We have a new signing, Dominguez. He's the number 1 Ecuador goalkeeper. He automatically comes to us as a number 1. He's actually rated better than Adrian. And UC Jääskeläinen has moved on. A few players have moved on recently. I'll go through them with you soon. Basically, I've put a load of drab players who I didn't want in the first place, who we couldn't sell for any money. I put them all up available for nothing, and we had takers on them. So we have cleared the squad a bit. All of the crap is gone. You guys might see a few of them as legends, or players you liked. For me, I got to go off the ratings I'm given, so I can only really, judge a player by the rating they're rated at. So like Carlton Cole, Kevin Nolan, they've gone. James Collins has gone. Kouyate's gone. Even though he's good in real life, he was rated really crap on you. So and a couple of youth players are gone as well. Like I said, Jääskeläinen's away. The other guy, Guy Demel, he's away as well. So we are quite light on the squad, but we are looking at bringing players in. There's a nice little trick I like to use every January, and that's whenever you're looking at a player who could be available on a pre-contract at the end of the season, you make an offer. They accept the pre-contract with you. You can approach their club to buy them now on a cut price, and a lot of the time you can get them for under $1 million, and they could be worth about 5 or 6 million. I mean, Dominguez comes to us worth 5.5 million anyway. So, he was a free agent, just completely free agent, offered to us by an agent, and we skated him. He was good, so we got him. Simple as. And anyway, the team that we chosen, based on the small squad size that we got right now, and based on the fact that we are going to have some big games coming up, and like for example, Poyet, who apparently, according to our coaches, deserved an opportunity in the first team because of how well he'd been playing in the reserves. I brought him up. This is his opportunity, and obviously because we got a couple of players on international as well, There are a couple of first teamers playing this game, but we got to get through the third round. This team is strong enough to win this game. So, without any more bullshit waffle from me, let's see how we get on in this one. Let's kick it off. And what a goal from Lavelle Morrison. Honestly, what a strike. Get all over this one, guys. Oh yes. Enjoying that. 1-0. And it's 2-0. It's Guagua. It's the goal of the season. See, I would have rested him if given the opportunity, but I'm glad he played now because it's always nice for a defender to get a goal. Good work from Morrison again, fair play. He put the ball over. Did well there. Guagua, easy finish. 2-yard header, like, so 2-0. Oh, it's not a goal. It's disallowed for offside, but obviously the line finish if we were able to see it, guys. We're unlucky, it's still 2-0 though. Sorry guys, we're just starting the second half again. I usually do my bit, but I jump the gun and press to restart. Obviously, as you can tell, we're 2-0 up, it's been all us. And then we're going to push on and hopefully put this game out of reach for them. 40 down to 10 men. Jimmy Smith has been shown the second yellow card, so it's 2-0. Let's see if anything comes from this free kick before we go back to quiet mode. Yeah, 2-0. It was easy at 2-0. With them down to 10 men, it's going to be even easier. So I'll tell you what, I can't be arsed waiting. If something comes of it, you'll see it soon. And there's the third goal. Enner Valencia off the bench. Tried one up front, actually, funny enough. Brought him off for Sacco, and I brought Zarate on for Amalfitano on the right hand side. So the two of them are on, but in opposite positions. But as a striker, Valencia, he done well there, didn't he? That's a proper striker's header. And that's 3-0, and that's game over. It was game over from the red card, really, but 3-0. And there it is, full time, 3-0. We're safely through, as you'd imagine we would have been, through at the fourth round of the FA Cup. If the draw is on during this episode, I will allow us to watch it. As you can see, we battered them. Could have been more than 3, could have been rather embarrassing, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm just happy that we're safely through to the next round of the Cup. So, onwards and upwards, guys. Okay guys, the cup draw, let's start drawing them out. Home draw, yes, first team out at home, easy draw. Sunderland or Arsenal, fuck. Come on Sunderland. And then we just draw the rest out. That was rather quick, wasn't it guys? Quick and, well, painless. I'd like to say painless, but then we could have had the likes of Doncaster or Southend or Charlton or MK Dons or Yeovil or Oldham, but no, we've got Arsenal by the looks of it. Damn it. Well, at least we're at home anyway, and if we do get Arsenal, if we can manage to smash it past them, then at least that's a big team knocked out for the next round of the draw. But we still got to beat them first, but then they got to beat Sunderland first at the same time as well, so we'll see. Well, on to the next game anyway now guys, some new transfers to talk about. I'll be right back. Okay then guys, I just thought I'd take you through the transfer part of what we're doing at the moment, just so you got an idea of who's coming at the club and who's gone or going. But at the moment, everyone who I wanted to get rid of is gone. Some players who I wanted to bring in. Azemi would have become a good player. He would have been a decent player. He would have been better, well, rated better than Stokes. But then, basically, he had the potential to go on to be even better. He ended up going, re-signing for that German team for some reason. I think they had some sort of extension clause, which they triggered, so it stopped us from being able to offer him a contract. Well, we offered him a contract, but then it got blocked. Johan Marshall was someone who we tried signing, a good centre-back, but then the contract was rejected because he moved to PAOK in Greece. I mean, you had the choice between moving to East London or Greece. Well, can't blame him there, really, can you? I'll go through the players that we've got rid of shortly, but then the wage budget, it looks a lot. We had a little bit of wage budget left over, but the players that went, I didn't realise how big a wages a lot of them were on. I mean, and we have made a couple of signings. Obviously, you've seen the keeper who played against Crawley. I'll go through these players who we're looking to sign. Lassina Traore, without waiting for a work permit for him. We're getting him on a cut price of 2.4 million from Monaco, who are basically trying to go big at the moment, and they're getting rid of all the players they feel they don't need. He's rated really well. He's 3-star, going to be 3.5-star, which is basically going to take him to the same, roughly around the same rating as Andy Carroll and Felipe Santana as a 3.5-star centre back. He's a Brazilian, and we're going to get him from them. Then that's basically Schalke. They've transfer listed him. He's available for just 2 million. You see the transfer budget that we've got, which we converted from wage budget into transfer budget. Obviously, the players we got rid of, we didn't get any real fees for them, but the wages that they were on, it was something stupid like about 220,000 a week, that they were on, and we converted about 100k with what we already had in our wage budget. So it works out that that's what we've got remaining after making. I'm going to show you the signings that we've made. We brought 2 players in with transfer history. So as you can see, we got rid of a few people. Then on loans and things like that. Kevin Nolan, UC Escalon, they both rejoined Bolton. That's the team that wanted them both for free. Carlton Cole to Reading. Kouyaté went to Sochaux. Someone made an offer of about 1 million and pulled out. They didn't have the funds, and then that was back in like October time. Sochaux wanted him. We just wanted rid of him. He was on a stupid wage. He was on about 40 grand a week. He was on 30 grand a week. James Collins back to Cardiff. It's fitting. Guy Demal's finishing his career with 20. Carlton Cole was on stupid money as well. Jaskalainen and Kevin Nolan was on 50 grand a week. Jaskalainen was on 30. So you can understand how much wage budget we've freed up just by freeing them away. Trying to command 30k for Jaskalainen, which is what he's worth. 500k for Nolan. Carlton Cole's worth about 100k. James Collins was worth about 300. Guy Demal was worth about 150. So you understand, it's slim pickings, with money. It may have added up to like 1 million we could have spent on players, it's a lot of shite. Look who we brought in there. We spent just over £200,000 on them players. So in total, we spent 1.1 million, and we have improved our squad really well. Trukowski is a good player. Guagua's an awesome centre back. Fair play to him. Taiwo has basically made the numbers up pretty well. We needed a backup left back. Dominguez is a good goalkeeper, and Clement Chantôme was available on a pre-contract, like I mentioned earlier. You can sign these players. We got Chantôme because they said that if we give him 900k now, we can have him now. Well, it's 900k for them that they wouldn't have got by the end of the season, and we got a player that'll do us a job now. So decent player and all that. Coach report says he's 3 stars. He's a good Premier League player. So we just signed a good Premier League player for 900k. So yeah, we have been quite shrewd in the transfer market. If you look there, we haven't actually sold any players. Vaz Tê had to go. He was crap, and with all that, everything we've done, we've saved money on wages just from loaning players out and stuff like that as well. Through the season. So, obviously the budget was there for us to use, and obviously it's still there for us to bring those 2 players in. That should take up the majority of the wage budget. Them 2, they did want a bit of money, but then they should well be worth it. And obviously we're not paying massive amounts of transfer fees for them. So fair play. We're looking pretty good at the moment. I'm hoping to tie up the Traore deal in time for our next game, which is against Aston Villa, and I'm sure we're away for it as well. So hopefully we'll have at least one of them players there by then, but at least come the middle of January we should have them both, provided they get work permits. But then it usually tells you on the scout reports that they won't get them. It told me that they shouldn't have a problem with them, so fingers crossed that does turn out to be the case. Right then, I'll see you at the next game, guys. Okay then, guys, here's the team that I've picked. Song is out. He's on international duty. I've got a feeling that that's going to be the African Cup of Nations. Hopefully it's not, but then we have got that to look forward to. Also, I mean that ironically. But we have got Chantôme in ready for his debut. Taiwo was away on international duty as well, so Cresswell starts at left back, but Taiwo hasn't posed any threat to him in his position there all season anyway. But I'm going with Carroll. Carroll's got to get into some scoring form because we will need him. He is going to be a good player for us. We just need him to be playing to get himself a goal and build his confidence up. And Dominguez is on the bench for this game for now. He's a rated higher keeper than Adrian, but then sometimes you can rush players who are new in the league. Adrian has played well this season, so it will be a bit of a swap around between the two of them. This is going to be Adrian's game, but I'd imagine Dominguez will be the first choice of the two in the future. We haven't got Reed. Reed is out injured, I think, or suspended. I'm not quite sure which one it is. He is out, obviously. Guagua and Tompkins. I got every faith in them two anyway. But yeah, no more waffle. Let's get the game underway. Guys, it's actually 0-0 at half time. There's not been a lot. We had an actual chance. Chantome smashed one at the goal. It was going wide, but it hit Tompkins, and then Tompkins turned and hit it, and then a defender managed to get a block, and it was a good chance for us. But then they had a good chance right at the end then of the first half, and they nearly scored. But then Cleverley was offside there for the rebound. Oh, sorry about that. I'm yawning a bit. Don't mind me. It's saying that Carroll's making a lot of mistakes today, which isn't good news. But second half still to play. Let's see how we get on. And pretty late on, we take the lead. It's Sacco who are brought on for Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll could be losing his starting spot, I think. I think Sacco could be taking it. He's starting to get a couple of goals now, Sacco. And as much as I was only really a tap in, it's still a goal and we're still 1-0 up now because of him. Wait there, we got a corner. Are we making it 2? Yes, we are getting there. And you got to see that first hand, guys. Matt Jarvis, who I brought on for Stuart Downing, who's having a bad game, has scored. So as our substitutes, my genius substitutions look to have won us this game. Jarvis had a lot of people to beat there. Fair play that. He took that really well. 2-0, guys. There it is, guys. The 2-0 win is ours. It was a good performance. It was a good debut for Chantome. And basically, it's all looking good. And we got 2 good players still waiting to come in. We've got Ravel Morrison starting to play. We've got Jarvis playing well. Sacco starting to score for us. Valencia having regular good games now. I mean, we got the luxury of having Andy Carroll and Zarate not playing well and still winning. Or at least getting points at Old Trafford when they're not playing well. So it's going pretty well, and we'll have a look at the stats. For me, it was all us. It was more than all us. We battered them. So we're in 6th place. So we're 21 games in, 10 wins out of 21. It's good. It's 6 points, 6th place, 35 points. To be honest, guys, we're doing really well. And couldn't be any happier with the way things are going. And as always, guys, if you've got any feedback, if you think you're signing shit players or you're playing the wrong tactics, well, I'm not changing my tactics for no one right now because we're doing too well with them. But I'm saying if you say start Sacco every game, you're being an idiot. Sod Andy Carroll, he's a bloody donkey. Feel free to chip in, guys. Any interaction, I'm welcoming any interaction. And also, if you're liking these videos, if you're enjoying them, just give us a thumbs up on the YouTube thing there. Just give us a like. The likes, it helps our channel. And if our channel's doing well, then I'm sure that I'm going to be getting more people involved to be putting more things up. And this will just be the tip of the iceberg, guys. So yeah, once again, thanks for following the series. If you're watching this and/or Newport County, really appreciate it. And hopefully we can keep the volume up of the episodes that we're releasing. Obviously, I don't get a lot of time, but then if I can free myself up a bit of time, I will be doing my best to get in episode 8. So keep your eyes peeled, guys. And if you are just general football fans, have a little look at our neutral football playlist we've got. There's some interesting videos there. And if you just like watching fans singing or goals caught on camera, things like that, or even our FIFA goals and full games as well, I'm getting a lot of good feedback on as well. So plenty on this channel for you guys to take a look at. But most of all, West Ham are doing well. They're in 6th place. So happy days. Cheers, guys, and until the next time, it's cheerio for now.